Another one of the groups that's here at the Midwest Trail Ride is the Mountain Pleasure Horses. We got a chance to visit with them. As a matter of fact, speaking of horses, gets to visit and see them every year at Briarfest over in Lexington, Kentucky, which we will again this year. Right now, let's get a little visit with them here with their Mountain Pleasure Horses as they're trail riding here at the Midwest Trail Ride. We are here at the Midwest Trail Ride in beautiful southern Indiana. Hoosier National Forest having a ball. I'm with Robin with the Mountain Pleasure Horse Association. That's Kentucky's heritage, right?
Yes, it is.
So, first of all, how you doing here at the trail ride? Having a good time?
We're having a great time, thanks.
Yeah, it's you trail ride. They cook the meals for you.
Many delicious
all that.
meals.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, tell us a little bit about what brings you here to trail ride in southern Indiana at the Midwest Trail Ride with your Mountain Pleasure horses.
Okay. We've been coming for several years. We're good friends with Mary Morrow, who puts on the event, a couple of the events up here. And we're here to represent the Mountain Pleasure Horse Association. The Mountain Pleasure horse is the oldest gaited breed of horse in North America. 180 traceable years. Dr. Gus Cothran of the University of Kentucky did DNA testing several years ago, back in the 1980s, and determined that the Mountain Pleasure horse is actually the parent breed of all other gaited horses in North America. So we're basically the father breed of the Tennessee Walking Horse, the American Saddlebred, the Rocky Mountains, and the Kentucky Mountains. Pretty much any gaited horse that came out of North America had to have come out of us at some point. We are rare and endangered. There's only about 5,000 of them in the world, but we're real proud of the 5,000 we got.
Well, they're a smooth riding horse, and we want to mention that, if you're having a problem with your back or with anything like that, if you want to continue to ride at a smooth pace, you can get on a Mountain Pleasure horse and have that nice, smooth, easy gait.
Absolutely.
You don't bounce and jog around, right?
No bounce and jog, no bounce and jog. Another actual claim for fame for the Mountain Pleasure horse is we're one of the few horse breeds that do not have a show circuit. Now, that can be good and bad. It's bad in terms of we don't have any big show barns out there, so it's hard to find a good Mountain Pleasure horse because there's not any big breeders. But the really good part is there's no big show barns out there, so we don't breed show horses. So the Mountain Pleasure horse is still basically the same horse that it was 180 years ago, which was a trail horse, which is what we breed. So,
which is why you're here at the Midwest Trail Ride, because it's a great trail horse.
Great
you also
trail
do a little thing called drill team. What's the drill team?
We do. We do drill team. We've actually been doing drill team now for about 16 years, and we have a youth squad and an adult squad. We do a lot of demonstrations. We, of course, have seen you at Briarfest over the years. We also go to Equine Fair, and we take these Mountain Pleasure horses out. We're at the Kentucky Horse Park quite a bit. The youth squad, I'm real proud to say, they've been either the state champions or reserve champions for 10 of the last 15 years, and they've been the national champions 4 years. So the Mountain Pleasure horse ain't too shoddy a drill team either.
No, they're not. And Robin, we thank you, and I'll tell you, it's a wonderful ride, Mountain Pleasure horse, and this is a wonderful place to ride them. This is the Midwest Trail Ride, Norman, Indiana. You're about an hour, half hour south of Bloomington, Indiana, and right in the nice hills of southern Indiana, Hoosier National Forest. And we're just happy to be here with Speaking of Horses at the Midwest Trail Ride and with Robin and the Mountain Pleasure horses. And we'll see you in Briarfest.
We will. See you in July.